True crime conspiracies.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How are you? All right. I'm just pulling up on scene. Wow, there's a lot of news reporters. All right. I literally just pulled up. I am going to be parking my vehicle and then I'm going to be getting out on foot. The whole street is shut down. There's a lot of news reporters, but let me park the car. I will get out now. Hi guys. Hi to everyone in chat. I can't look at chat until I'm out of the car. But okay, we are parked and we are ready to go. Okay.
Right.
Hi, Jamie, Texas. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Rena, Maria, Dick, Misbehavin', Amber, 87, Candace, Leo, Not Enough, Lucia, OCD, Shaggy, Lunch Lady, Avery, Cool Gamer, Willie. Hi, T. Adams. Hi, Indigo, Dustin, Eric, Angela, Ann. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I think I got all the way to the top. So we are on the scene of Rex Heuermann's home. I'm going to get out and I'm going to walk around and I'm going to show you guys the area. What I want you guys to also keep in mind is how nice of an area it actually is. Because Rex was he was an architect, and yet his home is in shambles compared to the rest, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of messy.
So, there's a lot of people here. All right, so let me get out. I got to plug my headphones in. Hey, it's me, Melissa. What do you mean I can't cross the police line?
Bring your own crime scene tape.
Yeah, right? This is my show.
I need to get you a media hat.
Yeah, you need some media creds.
Okay. Oh no, my chapstick melted in the car.
Yeah, it's like 90 degrees over there.
You can't leave that stuff out in your car.
I leave mine in the fridge.
Oh man. Okay. All right, plugging my headphones in, and we're going. Can you guys hear me? Testing.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sound great.
Okay.
Can everybody hear her, chat?
Testing. Can everybody hear me? This is my first boots on the ground venture.
Yeah, you're getting some good feedback.
Okay. All right, let's hit it.
Good luck.
Don't get arrested.
All right, I'm not going to be able to see with the sun glare.
Hello.
Okay. All right. So this is the street. Maybe I should make me solo layout. Say that again? As far as cars go, yeah. I believe so. People want to know. So, as you can see,
want to know what?
If you could walk down there. I'm like, we're about to find out.
So are you on the street? Are you on First Avenue?
This is Michigan Avenue. As you can see, you got all the news stations.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll let you go down the actual street. I'm going to assume not because of all the people here. You got crime scene tape.
Just say it's me, Melissa.
It's me, Melissa.
Who's this dude? Media.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to shut my GPS off. Okay.
We're on headphones. They can't hear us, right?
No, headphones.
Okay.
Damn, they have the whole street blocked off. Okay, so it's... Oh, let me see if I can grab... I want to try to grab an angle of it.
I love this.
Ooh, umbrella was a good idea. All right, let me see. Oh, the house is right in there. I don't know if you guys could see where the officers are sitting.
Yeah.
It's right there.
It's on the right, isn't it?
Yeah. And they have the tent set up and they have officers standing directly out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me maybe try to go to the other side. It's a lot of equipment here. So, they have that too. Gonna try to get the angle of the house. It's the red house right there. I don't know what you guys could see because my sun is glaring. And I don't think I could zoom in, right? No, I can't zoom in.
Well, you can zoom in on the phone. And I mean, you can see kind of like in between those two trucks.
Yeah, it's right between the two trucks.
But you can't really see much of anything.
Well, okay. So it's a red dump in the hole. And I'm not saying that to be mean versus if you look at the other area of the houses, they're all really nice homes. It's a really nice area. This is Massapequa Park. Mm-hmm. His home is the odd one out on the street.
Yeah, I noticed that.
In disarray.
Yeah.
And he was an architect.
An architect. I noticed that. When I Google Earthed it yesterday, his house stands out, not in a good way.
No. And so nobody on the block. So my family, the friends of my family have a house 5 houses down from him. And nobody on the block really knew him. And it's actually very interesting how they even found him. So they had DNA. They had hair strands on one. Did I get booted out?
Okay, hold on.
Am I still here?
Is that internet or is that her?
No, I got a phone call.
Someone can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Someone in chat named John Wallace said that he lives on the street and he can help her to get over there. He can help you to get over there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where are you at, John Wallace?
Yeah, John. If you know where she's at, maybe you can go talk to her. She's on the corner of Michigan Avenue and First.
So the way that they found him is they had 5 strands of hair and they used mitochondrial DNA. And it was really through burner phones. So they didn't start looking into Rex until March. Okay. And they had the DNA from the victims, but as far as DNA testing goes, they had to wait for advances. What?
Account. No, John Wallace is a new account, so maybe not.
Yeah. I don't know
Same
about
here.
that.
Well, you're fine. You got tons of police around you anyway.
Yeah,
so-
I was just gonna say, ain't nothing gonna happen right in front of the police.
Hey, go with this random guy.
So they used mitochondrial DNA, and it came back positive for strands of Rex's and strands of his wife's. And then they really caught him with burner phones because he was still contacting the families of the victims a week prior, and contacting sex workers. And so the risk was very high as far as him committing more crimes. So as far as we know, the killings have stopped, but there might be other killings that are linked to this that we just don't know about. But he just went back to living his normal life right over here. Now, Gilgo Beach is not far. I could take the drive if you guys want me to and leave here and show you guys the route he would have had to take. But
That would be cool.
they knew from the burner phones that there was a link to Massapequa Park and Manhattan. And Rex lives in Massapequa Park and he works in Manhattan. So they started to zone in on him. Then with his and other family members' DNA, they got a match. I keep getting calls, man. That's what linked him. And so they got
Is
his
she
DNA.
roboting?
Am I roboting?
You just blacked out for a second, but you're back. It's fine.
Okay. So they got his, they made matches between his family's DNA and his DNA. And then, so the burner phones, the matches, and then the risk, since he was still contacting sex workers, they were like, we need to move in now. And they got his DNA from a pizza box, from the crust of a pizza box, guys.
This is what happens when you don't eat your crust. I eat crust, so they'd never get mine.
I want to see if I could find like a neighbor who lives in the area.
Some police
Melissa,
cops are going to be there all day.
It's
Melissa,
hot
you're
out
being
here.
told to use your pepper spray.
I don't have it anymore.
Who's the guy with the suit? Do you know?
He looks like an agent.
Probably a Fed or lead detective.
The
That cop is
these
handsome.
people, they even look like they're from Long Island.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just so different seeing.
Let me see. What are you laughing at?
No, just this whole thing is just surreal.
All right, it's no obstruction, not much movement I can do anyway. Yeah, I can park close.
I could see people outside. I'm wondering what they found at the home. I feel bad for these officers. Maybe we should like bring them water or something. It's hot out here.
Water.
They got water.
Um,
There's a spigot right over there.
Sarah Boonett.
I like how people duck down and you can still see them.
Yeah. Do you guys want me to take the ride to Gilgo Beach for you guys and show you?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If you'd like to, if you want.
Well, I'm
That's
asking.
another-
I'm asking the chat. You guys don't count.
That's another 30 minutes, isn't it?
No, it's not. It shouldn't be 30. Well, you know what? If there's no traffic, we should fly there. If there's traffic, welcome New York. You know, it takes forever to get somewhere. I wish we could see the house. Okay, let me look at chat for a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely
So-
run down. It doesn't. For him being an architect, I was surprised at the condition of the house.
Yeah. No, it's in really poor condition, and majority
Yeah.
of the neighbors don't know him.
Like he hasn't looked like he hasn't put a fucking doorknob on the place in 40 years.
Yeah. And this is just so crazy that because I remember I was graduating high school when these happened, and we would always go to the beach, and it was a serious concern, you know, like as far as, be careful, even though that they were targeting sex workers, it was scary to be a young female. And to find out that, he is so close, but they are saying that it's possible that someone else was involved. Oh man, I forgot my media hat. Shit would be totally different if I had that media hat.
I also heard that they found around 200 firearms in the basement of the home, or on the premises, rather.
You can't see the Jesus.
And I think that the houses that they back up to that, like his backyard, I think there's also some sort of set up command center behind the house as well.
I could look down the next street. Oh, okay. Wait. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I see it.
They
It's
have
the
the
second
tent.
house. It's the second house from the corner, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it has the white tent parked outside of it.
Yeah, I see it. It's I don't think it's a 2-story home.
No, it's not.
It looks
It's
like
it's a
like a
cape,
ranch.
it's cape ceiling, so there's probably the crawl space upstairs, but that's it.
Yeah. And it's red. It's like wooden siding. It looks like it hasn't been painted in forever.
Let me see. I don't want to like get in front of all these cameras, but like let me try to. You guys see?
Mm-hmm.
They don't let you go up to it, right?
I don't know. I haven't tried.
Yeah.
Do you live in the area?
Yes, I live in Massapequa.
Have you ever heard of him before? Like, do you know of him? Never
no.
saw him? How does it make you feel to know he was so close?
It's horrible. And I heard that there are a lot more players involved besides him.
That's what I'm hearing too.
Unbelievable.
I'm happy he's finally caught.
Unbelievable. I feel so bad for his neighbors.
Me too.
I'm gonna ask you guys. Are we allowed to go look at the house, or we're not allowed to go over there? Okay.
Credit for asking.
Meanwhile, this guy was an architect.
Right. He was an architect, and look at the condition.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was thinking the same thing. He was an architect.
But I heard he owed so much in back, like over $100,000 in back taxes.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
I hadn't heard
Ugh.
that.
Owed over 100,000 back in taxes.
Being held up to
I know.
see that? Like, what's that all about?
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
And he has kids. Yeah, wife and kids.
Yeah, he's got 2 children. I don't know how old. They're probably a little older, I think.
That's got to be so weird emotions, like for living in that area.
Yeah. I'm sure
Like-
it has everyone shook.
Can you
Yeah.
zoom in at all, at any, or no?
I can't zoom
Oh, you're
in.
on your. Okay, I understand.
I'm just like, it's my live camera feed.
Yeah.
I mean, I could ask one of these wonderful people to use their high speed equipment, but I highly doubt they'll let me. Pardon me. Can I borrow that for
Hey,
a moment?
Melissa.
Would you mind? Like, just take the camera.
They're probably like, "Oh, YouTube's here, everyone."
Oh man. Let me see if I could get a shot of the back of the house. So yeah, they have the whole thing cordoned off even over there.
And I heard that they were gonna dig up the backyard.
That wouldn't surprise me. Oh man, we're fenced in. I should just ask them if I could look in their backyard.
Melissa's gonna get stopped for trespassing.
You need one of those telescopes.
Yeah, right. Like, zoom in on the shit.
A telescope. Not telescope, but what do you call it? You put your phone on it and you can like shove it, like send it up in the air,
The lens.
or even a little drone.
I'm gonna see if I could see it from the back.
I could just see a drone with one of those little flags, and it says it's me, Melissa.
Yeah,
I should go to the Amityville Horror House while I'm here. The Amityville Horror House is not too far away.
Yeah, you went there, but it was dark.
Sure, I could go right now if you guys want to hit. There it is. Okay, it's such a bad. The light is on in the back. I see motion lights.
I wish one of them neighbors would come out and tell you to come in the yard.
Apologize. Can't really see anything else but that.
Seems like a nice little quiet neighborhood.
It's a really nice area.
I was just thinking, this is cute.
Yeah, by the time you hit this one, you can't see it anymore. It's behind the one.
Wow, people cut their grass and stuff.
Yeah, it's a really nice area. I wonder how long they're going to keep it blocked off for.
She Adam says he's been wasting too much money on booty rather than paying his taxes.
Well, that's what she said. She said over 100,000 in back taxes that he owes.
Like
He
IRS.
has a drone. Oh man, we were just joking. You have a drone. I feel bad for these neighbors though, because everyone's, it's a great idea. I want a drone, like.
All these kids.
All right, you guys want to take a drive?
You can make it get a drone and make it look like a spaceship.
One of them rocket packs. Put yourself on a rocket pack. All of a sudden, everybody's walking their dogs. Everybody wants a peek.
All right, so we could take a drive out to Gilgo, and I'll show you guys the exact route he took.
Sure.
Just let me get back to my car.
Okay.
Woo, it's a hot one.
Yeah, it's like 90 degrees over there right now.
Don't have to tell me. I know.
He did owe $450K in back taxes. Pogo. Somebody said to get a pogo stick.
Yeah, it's right there. And okay, so I'm gonna walk back to my car, and then I'll show you guys. Cute dog. All right. So let's go for the ride. Holy crap, I'm happy to get back into my air conditioner.
Oh, Willie's here?
All right, I'm going to shut off my camera because I don't want to until I get in the car.
Okay.
Good thing your air works.
Yeah, right?
No reading chat when you're driving. We got
Nope. That's what you guys are here for. I haven't even been able to read chat really since because the sun is glaring so hard. Okay.
Someone in chat is saying my parents live right on Charles Avenue, 1 block from her.
Oh my gosh, I passed Charles Avenue. Okay. So give me a moment. Let me put it into my GPS because yes, I'm from the area, but I do not know directions for the life of me. What?
You're funny when it comes to direction.
I'm very,
and geography and
Sense of direction in general. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really struggle when it comes to that.
See, and I can always tell which way is what.
No, I still have to, like, when I'm visiting family, which I go all the time, right? Yet I can't go without my GPS. I have a good idea, but if I make one wrong turn, you know, I wouldn't know how to get back. Okay, I'm just setting up and I'm putting the phone in the holder so I could have it facing out and you guys could see the roads. And so the question is, were they killed in this home and dumped at Gilgo Beach? We don't know where they were killed.
And didn't they line it up that all the killings occurred when his wife and children were out of town?
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that it was always when his family was gone.
Oh, wow.
Harlot, I heard as many as 200 guns were found. But these are all these rumors fly until the facts really come out.
Yeah, people are saying, yes, Meatfoot. Yeah. See, I'm right. Unlike Willie, he's always wrong.
So I got to put in Gilgo Beach.
So were these were all sex workers?
For the most part, there was a child found too,
Mm-hmm.
and a male.
Was the child belonging to any of the other victims?
I don't know.
Lucia,
Hold on, my phone got too hot. It's telling me it needs to cool down. This is how hot it is out here.
Put it in front of the AC.
Lucia, the gentleman on panel is Ecto.
Yeah, my phone literally says my phone needs to cool down.
Can you put the air conditioner
That's how
on
hot it is out here. And the phone literally is like, I'm trying. Okay, let me just at least put the phone in this folder.
So you got to be like me. I keep an ice pack, and I put the phone on an ice pack.
Just gonna give it a minute. This is so crazy. It's just so crazy how freaking close it is.
Yeah. You're right in your backyard. It's about 90 degrees over there. Who asked that question? Wolfie.
All right, so it's a little over a 20-minute drive.
Yes.
But we're doing it. All right.
Just take your time.
I am.
107 in Texas. Get out of here. You can have that. You can have that 107-degree weather.
All right. So let me go. Settings.
It's only 80 where I'm at.
All right. And don't mind my smudgy windshield. But are you guys ready?
We're ready. Roll out.
Put you full screen.
Oh my God. Good. I got 1 minute into this venture. Hold on.
Welcome to the typical phone call with Melissa Jade.
Wait, it literally bounced out of its holder. I probably should take it. I should probably take it out of its phone case because it's too big when it's in its phone case. You know what I mean? That pocket.
I'm in Michigan. It's 81 where I'm at.
It literally bounced like off my windshield. Hold on. Thank you, Angie. Listen, I never claimed to be extremely professional. We're just going with it. All right, I took it out of the phone case, so that's better. All right. Here we go.
Shakti, is my picture still not up?
It's not up. It hasn't been up the whole time.
Okay.
Oh, now it is. There's the foot.
Well, it wasn't on that one, though. Did that work?
No, yeah, I can see you. Your face.
Okay. Face.
Okay, maybe that's better. Like that? Okay, let's try that again.
She's got her air
we got
conditioning on.
The hard part is that, again, I have to look at my GPS. And so it's pretty far away from my face because it's all the way on the dashboard. But if I have to.
Do you need me to like pull up the map and kind of tell you where to go?
No, if I have to shut my camera off like until I get more closer, then I'll just do that.
So yeah.
I'm just curious if these murders happened at the house. That's what I'm curious about.
Melissa, for those of you who just joined, Melissa's on her way to Gilgo Beach.
She was just at the house. And
that's a people.
Really good footage, so definitely either go back and watch or catch the replay after.
No, 87, this is just a rag on my neck. It's not a cool down towel.
Willie, you better stop it.
Stop what? What is he doing?
He's doing foot and elephant emojis, which I agree, elephants stink.
Well, and the bodies, you guys, there isn't one specific spot the bodies were. Their remains were scattered all along.
So were they found all at the same time, or were they found in different intervals or different times?
They were found at different intervals, and if it wasn't for one of the victims and searching for them, none of them probably would have been found. It was in the search of one that they ended up finding all of the remains. Is it like super loud?
No,
not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Well, and it's really bumpy, so.
Okay, it's saying Amanda is shocked. Please check mod chat. There's some articles in there. Okay, I can't do the same. My internet will not allow me. I can't even check my messages, Wolfie.
What, articles to read?
I'm not sure what she's sending.
Yeah,
I don't have
my
access to
rifle's
that.
on this. Oh, then thank you, Shay. I have to get Shay's number. Or something, because I go to send stuff through, and
Nice. I don't have access to that chat, to the mod chat.
yeah, you're not cool enough.
I think I was booted a long time ago.
I get kicked out of my family chat like once a week.
Yeah. It's not mod chat. I wouldn't know. I don't know how to access it.
You don't have Facebook Messenger though.
No,
That's
I
what
had
it's
it,
on.
but I don't have it anymore. No.
Yeah, that's what it's on. But do you want
Yeah,
me
I
to?
don't. I have it. I had it, but I got it. I just don't have access to it anymore.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute, and if it kicks me off, I will jump back on. But I'm gonna try and get those articles and send them to you real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so we're approaching Sunrise Highway. Sunrise Highway is a highway that literally goes across in the entire Long Island. So you could take Sunrise Highway all the way up to Queens, and you could take Sunrise Highway all the way to the end to Montauk.
Oh, okay. Those court documents already.
Oh, we lost MJ.
I think so.
Okay. Okay, I sent everything over that Wolfie sent me.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I don't know what to do with it besides read it. 32 pages. Wow. I'd have to print this out with my printer,
With your ink program.
my unlimited ink program. Yeah. I love it.
I rarely print anything.
I got a printer because I got tired of going to the library to print something.
Yeah.
I print like once a month. I don't use it that often, but I like that it's here when I need it.
Yeah. Every time, like when I need to print some out and sign it or something,
Mhm.
I've got my big one that I had in my office. It's like it's big, and it's hooked up to my Wi-Fi and everything, but my stupid internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
My phone overheated again. So let me just drive. Like, I'm 15 minutes away. Let me drive like 10 minutes without having my camera on.
Okay.
And then when I get to the area, I will I'll turn my camera on and I'll show you guys where the bodies were dumped. But I don't want to keep having issues. So let me just keep the phone off. Just from being outside for that period of time while streaming, it's completely overheated. My phone has never done this.
Do you have a screen protector or a?
I took off my case so it would cool the fuck down.
And you have the air conditioner vent on it?
Yeah.
I have the phone sitting on the dashboard, like in the thingy. So I can't really push the air on it because it has to be sitting in the holder.
Okay, hold on. Wolfie wants me to send her the link. And
I'll drop the link.
I'm here. I apologize, guys. I've never done like this, so I'm doing my best. And these are issues that I'm going to keep in mind, so the next time I try to do something like this, I could do better. So
Well,
I'm
this
going to
is
be
the
getting on
first.
the Parkway in a minute.
Melissa, you're doing great.
Yeah, you're doing
Well,
good.
my
It's the
phone
first.
jumped off the
It's something
dashboard.
that
It
you
did
do
a
every day.
somersault.
It's not like you're out there every day doing this, and you know, this is this might be a one and done. So
Do you want me to start reading one of those articles or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you could talk about what, like, if you want to read the chat's comments and interact. Like, I just can't read them. So if you want to say specific comments, I could answer back. I just can't read them.
All right. She's back.
what are you going to read first?
Hold on, Wolfie. Let me get to a light. Hold on. Yeah, you can read the article.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This is from the New York Post. The most damning evidence linking Rex Heuermann to the Gilgo beach murders. Chevy truck, burner phone, sick Google searches. Suffolk County investigators spent 18 months painstakingly building a case against suspect Gilgo beach serial killer Rex Heuermann, the married dad of two who allegedly left a trail of damning evidence behind linking him to the so-called Gilgo 4 slayings. The probe uncovered the following key pieces according to court documents. This distinctive car? No.
Yes, that too. It was his car. So one of the last victims was seen with. Hold on.
A Chevy Avalanche.
Yes, it was a Chevy Avalanche, and that was one of the last cars associated with one of the victims. And when they looked into Rex, he also owned a Chevy Avalanche. It was in regards to Amber Costello.
They're not very common.
Also, the witness described Rex as being very large, a white, heavy built man with very thick hair. And
Dark, scraggly hair, yeah.
Yeah, Rex matched that description, and the FBI zoned in to Massapequa Park and Manhattan, and Rex both, he lived in Massapequa Park and he worked in Manhattan. And what's it called? Hold on.
Okay, this next part of the article is about the avalanche. It said a witness reported seeing a first-generation Chevrolet Avalanche pull up to slay victim Amber Costello's West Babylon, Long Island home around the time she was last seen on September 2nd, 2010. The same type of pickup truck, down to the make and early model, was later determined to be registered to Heuermann. A similar-looking vehicle was seen getting towed from the architect's Massapequa home on Friday. Massapequa. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Then the next is ogre-looking guy. Witness in Costello's disappearance also described the killer looking like an ogre, a large white male approximately 6'4" to 6'6" in height, in his mid-40s with dark bushy hair and big oval-style 1970s type eyeglasses, according to court documents. Investigators note that the description matches Heuermann, a large white male, approximately 6'4" in height, in excess of 240 pounds in weight, with dark bushy hair, who wears large eyeglasses and who was 46 years old when Amber Costello went missing. You want me to keep going on?
Yeah, they had a secret grand jury, and they also started talking about the benefits of a secret grand jury. And I thought it was interesting in regards to Brian Koberger and why secret grand jury is utilized. And yeah, you keep going.
Okay. Burner phones and taunting calls. Cell phone bills linked to Heuermann revealed that he used a burner phone to meet up with 3 of the 4 victims. He was also linked to one of the cell phones on a surveillance video that showed him purchasing additional minutes for the device at a store in Midtown Manhattan. The suspect was also allegedly in the same general location as the burner phones used to contact Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Costello. Heuermann's phone records show him in the same location around the same time he was allegedly using Bartholomew's phone to call her family. The Long Islander allegedly used one of his burner phones to make a disturbing call to Bartholomew's then 16-year-old sister and taunting, "Do you know what your sister is doing?" he said. "She's a whore." One of the burner phones was found on Heuermann at the time of his arrest on Thursday night.
Wow. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, he was contacting sex workers on that burner phone, guys, a week before he was arrested. So the question is, is there more victims out there, just not in the Gilgo Beach area?
That's crazy.
I'm going to turn my camera on shortly now that I'm on the Parkway. It's just a straight stretch, but I want you guys to see what the area looks like. So continue with the article, then I'll turn the camera on.
Okay. Tinder pseudonyms and selfies. Records obtained from Tinder reveal a burner phone was linked to a fictional Twitter account for Andrew Roberts using an email that Heuermann also accessed from his personal cell phone. I got an echo.
Yeah, there's some loud feedback from you, Melissa. All right, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
Used Google Pay to fund the dating app via an American Express credit card. The probe also uncovered selfies Heuermann took and sent from a fake AOL account under the name Springfield Man 9, as well as another fictitious email, hunter1903a3@gmail.com. Both were linked to his alleged burner phones. Sick Google searches. Oh, this one gets me. Heuermann allegedly used an email under the pseudonym Thomas Hawk to look up disturbing subjects on Google, including girl begging for stuff. Melissa, I'm not sure if I can or should read these. I'm not good with your schmoggly sayings.
Girl begging for schmape schmorn.
Use your best
no way
judgment.
I'll be able to read that. What?
Use your best judgment. Is the feedback still really bad?
No. Okay. Basically, girl begging for grape, nude slave girls, 10-year-old schoolgirl. He also researched his own slangs. Court documents show conducting more than 200 searches between March 2022 and June 2023, including why could law enforcement not trace the calls made by the Long Island serial killer, unsolved serial killer cases, inside the Long Island serial killer in Gilgo Beach, as well as the names of Brainard, Barnes, Bartholomew, and Waterman. He used the same Thawk email account to search for podcasts and documentaries related to the probe and looked at hundreds of pictures of his alleged victims and their families. An IP address was used to book flights for Heuermann and his wife on JetBlue, also accessed by the gilgonews.com, a website maintained by authorities to share updates on the murder case. When the wife's away, Heuermann allegedly killed 3 of his victims, Melissa Bartholomew, Megan Waterman, and Casello, when his wife, who was not identified in court filings, was traveling to Iceland, Maryland, or New Jersey in 2009 and 2010. Hairy situation. Heuermann's wife's DNA was believed to be found on 3 of the victims' bodies. DNA testing on a water bottle from outside of Heuermann's home was determined to be a match to a sample of woman's hair found on tape used to tie up Costello and Waterman, as well as the belt used to bind victim Maureen Bernard Barnes's feet. His wife has not been criminally charged. Pizza of the puzzle. Investigators most shockingly linked Heuermann to the death of Waterman after recovering DNA from leftover pizza crust he tossed into the trash on Fifth Avenue on June 26th, and matching it to a hair found in the burlap used to wrap Waterman's body. Okay, that's the end of that one.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy, and it makes you have hope for, like, even, okay, think about how much DNA has advanced as far as testing and things like that. And okay, so this is, sorry, just a pause. We're approaching Jones Beach. This is called the famous Pencil of Jones Beach. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you can see the area. It's a gorgeous area. It's very spaced out, and it's as we get closer to the Gilgo Beach, it's like, what was the likelihood that you would find bodies that were dumped here? And thank you so much, Carol Claus. I saw that you had sent a super chat. I can't read what it says, but thank you so much. And thank you, B Crumbs, for becoming a member. And if they weren't looking, hold on, let me do this. This is a confusing turn. Hold on.
I hate roundabouts. Is that a roundabout? It looks like a roundabout.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a straight shot for 6 miles, and at the end is Gilgo Beach, guys. So as we approach that 6 mile marker, on either side, crap, I should have pulled up the map. Like, Wolfie, can you share a screen and show the map of where the bodies were found so people have an idea as I show them? I don't know if you're able to. Where'd Meatfoot go? Oh, okay, hold on.
I can't.
Okay. Hey, Meatfoot. So you can see both to the left, to the right. It's nothing. It's nothing. And if they weren't looking for the one victim, the likelihood that they would have found any is small. But what I want to know is the young child and the man. It doesn't fit the MO. And so what happened there? But you can see it's not a long drive at all. And if you're doing the drive at night, because let me tell you something about New York, okay? It is, we have traffic all of the time, unless you're going late at night. If you were going late at night, he could have gotten here in less than 15 minutes. So is it possible that he killed these victims at his home and then came and dumped the bodies here? And the answer is yes, it's very possible. The spot we were just in is where these victims' lives were ended. And this is the drive they took where they were ultimately dumped. Their remains were dumped.
Yeah, it's not a long drive for him.
It's not at all. And this is, 2:45.
Yeah, and it's a beach, so nobody's around. There's nobody to witness anything.
I've driven this parkway at nighttime, and it's empty. And as you can see, there's no street lights, so it is dark. It is dark.
Washington hurricane.
And I just
The
want to say
man was
thank you for everyone for being here with me. Thank you guys on panel, and thank you for everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. Sorry, go ahead, Chuck.
no. There's some people in chat saying the man was a cross-dresser.
I
Are we
had
talking about
heard something about that, but I'm not sure.
Are we talking about Rex or a victim?
I had
The
heard
male.
rumors about Rex.
Oh, the male. So was the male victim was an escort worker, Perry?
Oh, okay.
Mm.
But look how empty the area is.
Yeah, it's the traffic's thinning out the further you go.
And again, at nighttime, there is no lights. The only light is your headlight. So even if somebody came here at nighttime and parked on the side of the road to dump bodies, who is searching this area? It was actually a really smart place to do it, because nobody would look at this. Look at this area. It's nothing.
There's no light poles anywhere. I don't see any.
Right. And so there is a bicycle path on the left side of me where you can take a long bicycle ride to the beaches. But other than that, you know, you wouldn't be out of your car for any reason. But if you were to come here at like 2 a.m. and park here, the likelihood that someone would have even seen you is very unlikely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of photos in these articles. Melissa, I'll start pulling them for you. Are you going to be able to do another live about this?
Oh, absolutely. This live was specifically just to get out to Rex's house and to show you guys the trip that he made and where in real life the victims were found. So you guys can have an idea of the area, the trip that he had to make, and how these crimes went for so long unsolved. Now, I don't think you guys could see it in the frame, but to the left, there are homes. These are like richer people homes, you know, who live in the water, but they're very scattered and few between.
This is really cool that you've been able to take us out there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I mean, it was a bit sloppy, and I apologize, but I've never done this, so I'm trying.
No, I think it was great, especially for your first time.
Thanks, guys. It's just so crazy. Like, I know, like, again, I have, you know, friends of my family that live 5 houses down from him. I worked right in that town. I worked a couple of blocks away. And so it's just, it hits you differently when it's so close to home. And
You worked in Massapequa?
What?
You worked in Massapequa?
Massapequa Park. Yep. And so it's just so crazy because it's like I very easily could have crossed paths with this man. This man took the train in. The train is something, you know, a lot of people in Long Island work in Manhattan, and you take the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad. And so there's not that many tracks that you could take from the LIRR. So the likelihood that a lot of people cross paths with him, even for the morning and evening commute into Manhattan on the way home, is very high.
Yeah. So more than likely he took the Long Island Railroad into Manhattan every day.
Yes, he would have had to take that LIRR into Manhattan every day. So again, we're approaching the area now where the victims were scattered. They were scattered in different areas.
I think we got some gifted memberships
as you can
from
see,
that Michelle.
Gilgo Beach. Thank you so much. We are officially at Gilgo Beach, guys. Turn around. Now I'm just going. But all right, Gilgo Beach is to the left, and I'm gonna do a turnaround so you guys can see it from that perspective heading on the way back. So give me a second.
That would be just an easy, no hassle drive to pretty much the middle of nowhere, it seems like.
it's the middle of nowhere.
Especially for how
So
populated.
I'm gonna have to go all the way to the end.
I'm not seeing your
I'm gonna have to
screen.
go
Oh, now I
all the way
am.
to the
Okay,
end.
sorry.
Okay. So they were scattered all along this side and the other side, I believe. So you'll see the actual beach, and I want to know like how we know that they were like within a 2-year period, but I would love to know like the timing between him dumping the bodies. Like it's just.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you arrive
Why is it
there,
so isolated?
you're-
There's nothing.
when you arrive in the next few minutes, you're probably going to run into more police or forensic team, you think?
No, because that crime scene has already been done. You know, like they had recovered the victims years ago.
Oh, okay.
So now it's just about Rex.
I'm really interested
They would
to
have been
see.
there back there revisiting it just in case, like skimming the area again.
I'm curious to see about his backyard.
Yeah, I would be curious to see if there isn't any remains whatsoever on his property.
So, when was the last time they know of that he killed?
I believe 2011. If you want to pull up an article that's about the victim specific, like they're usually included in a lot of the articles. It was 2009 to 2011. Wow, this is bumpy. Sorry.
It's just odd that he stopped for so long. I'm wondering, did he really stop?
But did he really stop, or did he make a change? Because they're speculating. You even heard the woman on scene. That was the woman I was talking to, lived around the block, and she said that she heard multiple people were involved. My dad said the same thing to me. He said that he heard something on the news about. All right, I'm going to be making the turnaround, guys, because up ahead is Captree. So you're going to see Gilgo Beach to the right. So I'm going to try to get on the right-hand side. So you see that bike path that I was talking about? To the right of me, parallel to the road. So other than that, there's no other reason why you would ever be getting out of your vehicle, but you wouldn't get out of your vehicle anyway. You would start this path all the way back, you know, like, because that bike path goes all the way up to Jones Beach. When I did that loop, that turnaround at the Pencil, then it goes out here. So I give credit for the people who bike ride, because that is a long ass ride.
Yeah, it is.
Someone in chat is saying, guys, they are searching 2 of his storage units as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's got storage units. This guy's fucked. He's in trouble.
And I imagine if he had a family, there would be more in these storage units than in his home.
So all along the right side, guys, is where these bodies were scattered. Nothingness. Yeah. It's look at that. You wouldn't find a body there. Nobody's walking.
Yeah, there's no lights, and there's no houses. I don't see anything for miles. I mean, you can't see anything.
No
it's
lights,
all just
nothing.
Now imagine that at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry, I think there's a delay.
That's okay.
Wolfie has sent me some maps that for the victims and where they were all found in what year. It would be good good for you to pull that up on another live when you're not out there.
Yeah, there's the water there. Got boats. Let me try to turn. That's all the water.
Wolfie.
So that's Gilgo Beach.
Are you going into the beach area, or are you just driving by?
What?
Are you going into the area where the beach is at, or are you just driving by?
I don't know where I can pull off. I can't. There's nowhere to pull off. Like,
So there's
I
no
would
there's
if,
no
if I
formal
knew how
there's
to.
no like formal beach area.
Oh, we got happy birthdays in chat for
There's
that,
a
Michelle.
specific entry point. Yeah, happy birthday, that Michelle.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. If there's a point where I can pull up, I'll pull up and I'll get out for you guys. I just haven't seen one yet. Because that's the bicycle path.
Okay, Tara's saying you can't go to beach with no pass.
Oh yeah, you have to pay for everything here. It says emergency stopping only. So remember those homes I was saying? Like there's the really nice homes that are on the water.
Yeah.
That's to the right. I don't know if you can see it all. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. It's all right.
So
see Gilgo Beach. That sign. Oh look, there's a reporter. Bam. Sorry. All right, Gilgo Beach. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get in. I could try, but
Why
this
not?
is
You're
Gilgo
there.
Beach because I don't have
Yeah,
a
that's
pass.
what I was asking. If there was a formal
Yeah.
entrance.
I don't have a pass. I'm not going to be able to.
So I guess Tara is out there and she's saying that the 2 storage units are in Amityville and that she had gone out and there was no activity at one of them, I believe.
You need a pass.
The chat's gone.
Sorry, guys. I don't
It's
have
all
a
right.
pass, so I can't get actually in there.
That's okay. Are you going to go to the Amityville house?
Gilgo's a public beach, right?
You have to pay to get into every beach here. There's not a beach that'll let you in for free. But I don't know if Gilgo Beach lets you just pay out of pocket the way like
Well, they might have a 1-day pass deal, like a one-time charge, or unless you buy a pass.
I don't know as far as Gilgo. I know with like Jones Beach or Long Beach, I could pay just out of pocket, but I don't know about Gilgo Beach because it's along residential property, so I'm not sure.
They offer us passes to all the beaches when you get your tabs renewed. It's usually like $10 for the year.
Yeah, and then parking's another $20, $30.
No, we don't have that.
Beach itself, you have to pay per person to get in. It's crazy.
Wolfie is saying, so maybe there's a record of him being there to dump. Maybe he had to get a pass.
That's true.
And also, Wolfie wants me to tell that Michelle happy birthday.
Honestly, it's a blessing that these victims were even found.
Yeah.
If they weren't searching, if they weren't actively out searching for the one, they wouldn't have found the others.
Tara says you can pay for the day at Gilgo, but it's a crazy amount. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh man. So it's not a long drive at all. And again, if we were going at nighttime, because this isn't where the traffic is at, but as we get beyond Jones Beach, that's when traffic hits. But if you were going at nighttime, now we're at Tobay Beach.
Okay. Dick Buffet says that he dumped them off on the side of this road, if he's not mistaken, and he did it late at night so that there's no one around the beaches themselves.
Yep.
Or he did it when there's no one around, but the beaches themselves are technically closed.
I feel like, no, I feel like it should be a separate live. I was going to say, I'm already out here. I should really hit the Amityville Horror House in the daytime.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
It's up to you.
Crap, I got a call, man. Am I back?
You're
back.
Okay. I feel like I shouldn't mix the Amityville in the same live because I don't want to like. But I'm already out here, man.
How far are you from the Amityville?
Amityville was right beyond Massapequa, so I was right there.
Oh, okay. So you'd have
Tara's
to go
saying
back.
there's a memorial for the girls.
I've been looking for it, but I haven't been able to see it. But granted, I'm driving, so I'm more focused on the road.
Yeah, she's
So
saying I can tell you how to get there.
to
Yeah,
the
Tara.
memorial.
I think Tara lives in the area. She
Wait,
lives in
Tara Boone?
Babylon. No,
No,
that's
not
not
Tara
Tara Boone.
Boom. It
Which
just says
Tara?
Tara in caps.
She lives
Oh.
in. She said she lives in Babylon. I think.
Oh, you live in
Yeah.
Babylon. So yeah, that's the track that you'd be taking with the LIRR. I hope that if there is others involved, that they get to the bottom of it. I just think it's so amazing with DNA now, how they can. So a case that wasn't able to be solved in the past now can be. You know, like with mitochondrial DNA.
Yeah.
What it was interesting to me though is the hairs were positive for not only Rex but his wife. Now that doesn't implicate his wife because your hairs are going to be on especially if you live with someone, your hairs are going to be there. But they managed to get on the victim. But I keep applying it to the Koberger case, right? That those victims had hairs, and is it possible that they transferred onto Koberger and then ultimately? I don't know.
Yeah, someone's asking in chat how many houses did Rex own?
See, he owned a few things. I don't know as far as actual residential properties though. But his one house again is in disarray. You saw the area. It was a really nice area. I feel bad because I stepped on that woman's lawn, like just like 1 foot on, and she was like, please don't step on the I'm like, sorry. Which I feel so bad because those neighbors, imagine living there like and everyone is swarming. I do feel bad. But that one guy had a drone. And I'm like, that's Jones Beach. They have a bunch of concerts there. I don't know if you guys know about Jones Beach Stadium.
Never heard of it.
The Coliseum. Like, no, you never heard of it? Very famous bands have played there.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of Jones Beach?
It might have something to do with me not living there. I don't know.
Possibly. Possibly.
Perry
So-
was saying what?
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Perry's saying the Shannon Gilbert case is so odd. It's her case that makes me wonder if Rex didn't operate alone.
Right. And so far, he's being charged for 3 out of the 4 Gilgo Beach murders. So 3 out of the 4
Kristen.
victims.
The Coliseum's a strip club, exactly. One of them 8 Mile deals.
I've been to that many times.
What's this thing What's this obelisk thing coming up?
That's the pencil that we're about to go back around the loop again. So let me pay attention because this thing is confusing. All right.
The pencil.
It's
Is that
called
what
the
it's called?
pencil. Meadowbrook.
The pencil.
To the right.
Jones Beach Theater, Norwell.
That pencil, it's a big loop around, and there's 4 different parkways you could get off. So you have to do the big loop. And now I'm going back down Jones Parkway, heading towards the Meadowbrook.
The Cure there in 1985. Joan Jett.
I saw Sublime there, 311, Blink 182. I don't remember who else.
Nice.
I've seen some concerts. I seen In Excess was my first concert.
I know.
And then I saw who was it? There was a whole bunch of people like Criss Cross and I don't know. It was the early 90s.
Makes you want to jump.
Yeah. Like Marky Mark. They all like a whole cluster of people that came. And mine was NKOTB. The pencil. Melissa fall off again?
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay. I shut my camera off because I was having issues and I thought it did.
Are you still there?
I think she's dipping in and out.
Yeah.
Probably because of the area. MC Hammer and Heavy D were my first. Fuck, we're old, yeah.
Hey, Riddler.
My second concert was 311. I've never heard of 311.
You've never heard of 311?
311? Let me Google that.
Hello?
Yes, you have.
I
Hello?
haven't. Someone saw Stained. I've heard of Stained. I had their CD, I think, at one time. Band. 311 band. 311 rock band. American rock band from Omaha, Nebraska. Formed in 1988.
Oh, shades of full display natural. Am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
You're still
I
on.
keep losing service, so I don't know.
No, I was just listening to you sing.
Saw Toby Keith, and I was a kid.
Oh my gosh,
Did you
Oh, fuck.
Did you ever go to Keith Beach,
yeah.
Kristen? Probably not. Maybe not. Heath Beach, they used to have wet T-shirt contests, and that got shut down.
Our beaches here suck, man. Like, compared to other beaches, we have, like, seaweed. That's what we have. Like,
Ew.
it's not our sand. Remember, Manders, I was showing you our sand? Like, our sand isn't a good type of sand. Our sand looks like dirt.
Yeah, ours is like white powder, and you can get up in the water to your chest and like see your toes.
Do you guys have freshwater beaches there, or is it all saltwater?
Which
More beach? It has to be
New York.
saltwater. A beach?
Yeah, beach is a saltwater. Like you could have creeks and lakes and stuff that are freshwater.
Yeah, we have bays.
Do you have is it all saltwater, or is it a mixture of freshwater and saltwater beaches?
I don't know. It's salty when it gets in your mouth, I can tell you that.
Yeah, then it's saltwater
That's
beach.
what she said.
We have freshwater beaches here. I was just asking.
Jesus. Jeez Louise. Well,
All the Great Lakes beaches, all freshwater.
all right,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So again, for anybody, there was a secret grand jury that was held in regards to Rex. It was through DNA that they collected off of one of the victims. There were hairs that were found. From that, they basically tested against not only Rex, but his family members, and it became a match. On one of the victims, the last known sighting of her, she was seen near an avalanche, and Rex also has that vehicle. The burner phones that he was using, he was calling and taunting these victims' family members. He was looking up all of the information regarding the victims, and he was even still, as of a week prior to his arrest, contacting sex workers, which really implies that these aren't just the only victims. How is that? There is no way that all these years later, he would still be contacting sex workers. For what reason? For what reason? That makes no sense. And So they thought there's a high concern. They only got on his radar in March. How crazy
So
is
they've
that?
only been investigating him since March.
March, yes. And so the FBI came in, and
Only 4 months.
that, like I said, they tested. The hairs came back as a match to Rex, and 2 of them was his wife's. The FBI started surveilling him, and they got his DNA from a pizza box he tossed while in Manhattan at work, and it was a match. But the fact that he was still looking up these victims, family members, he was calling them and taunting them. You guys, he was saying the most horrific things to them. And he was still contacting sex workers. If he originally contacted sex workers, and it sucks because it's amazing how far technology has advanced. So the things that they would be able to find today, they weren't able to find back then.
Well, hold on.
But
Elisa Steinberg says they've been investigating him since March of 22.
March of 22?
Yeah, I don't know if she's correct or I'm just telling you what she said.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate it. If it's March of 22,
if she's right, then it's been more over a year. Go ahead.
If that was his original way, because again, the majority of the victims, you guys, were sex workers. So are we supposed to believe that he was contacting other sex workers as of a week before his arrest? And there, like for what? For what other reason except what he was already contacting sex workers for?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 2022. That's when they got the search.
I'm just so happy. Sorry,
and they were
there's
able
a bit
to
of
keep
delay.
a lid
I
on
don't mean to keep talking
the fact that they were able to keep a lid on this investigation for so long.
And that's what they said. They explained with the secret grand jury. It was crucial. It was crucial because they could not have this getting out. And you are allowed to bring in witnesses for a secret grand jury. And this needed to be closed, tight-lipped. And if it weren't, who knows what would have happened. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
I think there will be more victims. I do.
It's surveillance on him for over a year.
See, I had wrote down March 14th was the first time name came as suspect. Amber Costello was the last vehicle saw with that victim was the Chevy Avalanche, and it came back that Rex owned a Chevy, and Rex also fit the description of a very large, white-built man with very thick hair. The FBI zoned in to Massapequa Park in Manhattan as areas of interest. Rex came back as living in Massapequa Park and working in Manhattan. The phone usage and the areas used also helped pinpoint things. There were 5 hairs found at the crime scene. They used mitochondrial DNA, which they did not have access to back then. And they did a testing against Rex and his family, and it came back positive. Hairs from Rex and hairs from his wife. And he's charged with 3 out of the 4 Gilgo Beach murders. And it's just, as of 1 week prior to his arrest, he was still contacting sex workers. That's just so bizarre to me. I really believe he never stopped the crimes. He just had he went about it differently. What do you guys think?
Well, the contacting is probably an extension of where he's not actually doing anything. He's not actually killing anybody, but he's kind of getting the whole sensation he's getting a thrill by contacting. That helps him.
Right.
Like he's not, you know what I mean? He's still involved in some way, or he's still getting off on it by contacting them. It's stimulating him. But he probably would have killed again.
Well, how long do you think they're going to have that home shut down for? Like, there has to be something that, I mean, how long has it been now? It's been days. There has to be some reason. Well, even if the victims, I really want to know if because I can't imagine. I think that he lured the sex workers to his home and he killed them there, and then he took the ride and dumped the bodies. That's what I think.
They're going to stay in that home as long as they can. They're going to check that place from top to bottom. And it wouldn't surprise me if they dig up the yard. It wouldn't surprise me if they dig up, the basement if there is one, or the crawl space. And I bet they'll end up tearing the damn thing down later.
Yeah, they're definitely going to tear it down.
Yeah.
Even if you try to sell that house and someone bought it, they tear it down anyway, even if it had nothing to do with murders. But I don't know, man. I strongly believe there are others. And I'm really curious if he kept any tokens, any trophies of any kind, because a lot of times with serial killers, they do that. They will keep some type of token from the victim. And I can only imagine what's within that home. But I do feel bad for his wife and his children. He had a family. He had a life. And they most likely had no idea that they were living with a monster.
Yeah. Chevy Avalanche are not very common trucks. You don't see them all over the place.
It's just...
Yeah, they're tearing that home apart. They may find more shit on this guy.
Well, I really hope, because if he switched up his MO, I really hope that there's something, if there are other victims out there, that there's something in that home that leads them to finding them, because I'm just so happy for the victims' families. I could not imagine all of these years later. After that long, I can't imagine that you'd expect all of a sudden, bam, there's an arrest. But I'm just so happy for them, because all of these years, and you know what sucks? There's a lot of stigma that goes around with the sex workers or the, people with addiction. We see it a lot in, right now in, what's it called? What state? It's, Oregon. There's a bunch of these women who came up dead, very similar to this, but because they may have had a different lifestyle, people almost don't value their life as they would if it was a doctor who was killed or a school teacher. They think because they may be sex workers or, maybe homeless or, struggling with addiction, that their life is less valuable as opposed to the rest. And that really bothers me. And because the thing that's going on in Oregon right now is very, very similar to the Gilgo Beach murders. And I can't imagine going so long and then for the family to finally have some type of accountability and closure and justice. Yes, this is the beginning of it, but that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And these killers focus on sex workers, guys, or people.
Yeah, because they, a lot of times their families are not, they're kind of throwaways or they're runaways, and a lot of times their families are not looking for them.
Yes.
They've distanced themselves from their families. They've isolated themselves over the years from their families because of their addictions or their issues, and the families just kind of wash their hands of them, maybe because of the addictions. Maybe.
Exactly.
The families have been burned by them in some way, or you know what I mean, because of their addictions, and the families are used to their long disappearances or their long periods of no contact. So when they disappear for periods of time, they're not looking for them.
Right. So they're looking to target people who will not be missed. And that's not true. Just because you're a sex worker or an addict or homeless,
right.
Yes, the situation
I'm saying
may
that's
be
just
that
why
you burn many bridges.
That's just why they're targeted. You're right.
Right. And you're more likely to not notice if a homeless person goes missing or a sex worker goes missing versus
Exactly.
a school teacher doesn't show up one day, you know, like, and so
Right.
it's really sad, but it's, I notice it's the attention surrounding them, the attention surrounding cases that involve victims of that lifestyle doesn't get as much attention. And I think that it shows that everyone is biased in that aspect. Even if you're unconsciously biased, you're biased because it's almost like, well, you were living that type of lifestyle anyway. What did you expect? And I'm not of that belief. Nobody deserves.
Have you ever been
to
on
live
the have you ever been on the missing persons there's a missing persons website where these people are end up being killed, or their bodies were found, but there's no identity.
Jane and
Like
John Doe's, yeah.
yeah, the John and Jane Doe website, right? I don't know exactly what it's called, but they go state by state, and it shows you all of the bodies that have been found or recovered over the years, with no names. And there are thousands of people on this website, and sometimes they show postmortem pictures, sometimes it's just police sketches, but they give you the as much information as possible, where they were found, what date they were found. But it's an interesting website to scan through. You see all these nameless people that have gone missing or that were found deceased, but nobody knows who they are. Nobody's claimed them.
And that's the perfect victim, right? They look for victims that and when I say will not be missed, I'm not talking about emotionally versus may not have the normal 9 to 5 day job. So if they go missing, who would notice? But I think a life is a life. A life is a life. They're all equal to one another, and it just makes me sad. And so I didn't know a person of interest was in custody in regards to the Oregon serial killer. They never even said it was a serial killer, but we're believing it is. But that's amazing. And so yeah.
Yeah, there was a child found that hasn't been linked to him yet.
Right. I just, like I said, I hope if there are more victims out there that they're able to uncover what really happened and so the families could have closure. But thank you for being up here with me, and thank you for everyone for taking the ride. Again, I know it wasn't like as I'll try to work. I think I got to get like a better thing to hold my phone into dash cam and better equipment, so to speak.
Well, you didn't have any time to do anything. It was kind of
I didn't really. I never expected something to be so close. I know Judy Ron took the ride out here, not yesterday, I think the day before too, which is awesome. But I was like, you know what? Let me try to get out there because not many people are in the area. It's so close to me, and just give you guys, a little bit of footage and a little bit of an idea for anybody who is interested. But I appreciate you being up here, Shaq. I appreciate my mods. Thank you, Meatfoot, and Wolfie, for coming up. And I'll probably be live later. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Carly discussion, Idaho. I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. But I appreciate everyone in the chat. Sorry I couldn't really acknowledge you much. But thank you all for being here. Happy birthday for Michelle. And I'll see you guys all later. So thanks, Shaq, for coming up.
All right. No problem.
All right, I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.